Crocheters! Post a video of yourself crocheting in real time. Don't speed it up and don't use any special effects. Let's show the world how amazing our craft is and why we love it so much.
A lot of people have been asking what blocking is, and blocking is basically just taking your knitwear pieces and washing them or steaming them, and it helps to reshape your pieces and also make them look and feel better. So I'm just going to give you guys a little short tutorial. Basically, I'm just going to take these two pieces and wash them in warm water with some light detergent, and then I'm going to make sure I leave them in for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you would just put your knitwear pieces on a towel and then you roll them up just to make sure you get all the water out. You can step on it if you want, jump, do what you need to do, you know. And typically people would put their pieces on corkboard or foam board and pin them to the shape that they want, but my pieces didn't fit on my board, so I just had to go ahead and dry them flat. And for the white crochet shirt, I just made sure I pulled on the sleeves as much as possible because I wanted them to be a lot longer than what they were. And then as you can see, this is the before. The sleeves are a lot shorter than I wanted them to be, and this is the after. And you can see how flowy it looks, how it moves, and it also just felt so much better than what it was before. I hope this helps.
Let's talk about learning how to crochet. The end of 2023 is near, and a lot of people want to know how to crochet in 2024, which is so great. As a person who's learned how to crochet and has been crocheting for over a decade, I have like a little list of things that you should do first and things that you need to know how to do if you're trying to learn how to crochet for the first time in 2024. This is specific to patterns and projects that you want to specifically start on. You want to learn how to make a scarf, hat, blanket, beanie, sweater, jacket, blanket, tops, bottoms. You need to know how to do a foundation chain. You need to know how to slip stitch, single crochet, and double crochet at the very minimum. You're looking up how to make a certain beanie, a certain scarf, a certain top. They're all going to use a variety of those 4 stitches and techniques that I just listed. I recommend that you start by learning how to do a foundation chain until it looks perfect, because the foundation chain will really make or break your project depending on how it looks. Then learn how to do slip stitches. It's fine if they look a little ugly. Majority of whatever you're making, whether it's a beanie, blanket, scarf, hat, top, bottom, are going to be comprised of either the single crocheting or the double crocheting. You need to make sure that those stitches look perfect so that your whole project doesn't look handmade and in a bad way. You know what I mean?
Going faster than fast, hit the gas, lose control, I won't crash, running high, put your money on the dash, know the die, lose control, I won't crash, running low, I won't crash, when you slow, I won't crash, running, take.
Do you hate when you have to do a single crochet decrease and you get this kind of lump right here? It's a little thicker than the stitches around it. I'm going to show you a different single crochet decrease that is smoother and flatter, and it goes a little something like this. For the single crochet decrease that most of us learned, it's a single crochet 2 together. So we put our hook here and draw up a loop, and we go into the next stitch and draw up a loop. Then we have 3 loops on our hook, 1, 2, 3. We yarn over and draw through all 3. And that is a traditional single crochet decrease, but I do think it stands out. The trickier way to do it, that's a little more invisible, is go under the front leg or front loop only of the first of the 2 stitches that you want to work in. Now go under the whole next stitch. So I do have 3 strands on my hook at this point. I'm going to yarn over, draw through the whole stitch and also the half stitch. Now I've only got 2 loops on my hook, 1, 2. I'm going to yarn over and draw through 2. Look, now you do have that teeny little angled extra strand right there, but it's a lot smoother and a lot flatter. Let's look one more time. We're going under just the front leg or front loop of the first stitch. We're going through the entire next stitch, yarn over and draw it through everything. Now I have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and finish my single crochet. So here is the traditional one. And here is this flat one. A lot of people call this the amigurumi single crochet decrease because a lot of amigurumi artists use it. So I hope this helps you make your decreases smoother, flatter, and less obvious.
Make my first knit sweater with me. So this is the yarn that I chose to use for the sweater. It's Caron Latte Cakes. It's really soft, and I think it's acrylic and nylon. But yeah, it's really cute and I love the color combination. This is what I've done so far. It's just like the neck area, and I just did like a ribbing there. And I've marked out all the stitch markers where I'm going to have like the arm and the body and the back and whatever. I'm actually following a tutorial, so I'll show you that. This is the tutorial that I'm following, and it's actually been really good so far, so I think it's going to be a good one to follow. I did have a bit of trouble getting started though because I was using the wrong length needle. I was using 30" and I needed 16. So that was a bit of a struggle, but I'm okay now. I went to Lincraft and I got these different needles today. But yeah, I'm going to keep you guys updated on how I go. But I'm just going to continue following the tutorial, and yeah, wish me luck. So it's been about 2 days, and I've worked on this a lot, and it's actually starting to come out really nice. This is what the colour combination looks like from the ball. But yeah, I love the different colour changes it's got in there. I'm about to start the next section, which is the armholes, I'm pretty sure. So I'll see how that goes and I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, it's going really well. I'm really enjoying myself. So it's been about 2 days and I've been working on this a lot, and it's turning out really good so far. I'm actually so happy with how it's worked, and this tutorial is so good and in-depth, and I feel like I've learnt so much. But yeah, as you can see, I've got my arm sections just on a piece of waste yarn for both sides, and I'm just working on the body now, so pretty much just going to be doing that until I get the right length, and then I'm going to be doing the arms, and I'll almost be done. I'm so excited. So it's been 2 days and I've finally finished the body section of the sweater, and this is what it's looking like. And oh my god, I am obsessed. It looks so good, and it's so comfy and soft, and it feels like it's just going to keep me so warm. But yeah, I'm going to start on the sleeves next, and I'll keep you guys updated on how I go. So it's been about a week, and this is what the sweater is looking like. I'm just working on the arm and I'm almost done. I also just wanted to point out this little hack that I found. If you don't have any needle stoppers, you just put hair ties around the end of it so it doesn't come off. But yeah, I really like it. I'm going to keep going, and I'll update you guys once I finish this first sleeve, and then I'll do the exact same on the other side. And I'll be done. I'm so excited. So I finally finished the sweater. This is the final reveal. I still need to weave in these ends, but it is so cute. I'm so obsessed with this. The colours are so nice, and it's so soft. Oh, and it's so warm as well. But yeah, thank you to Ashley Lillis's tutorial. It was so easy to follow, and I can't believe it helped me make my first sweater. I'm so happy with this. I only used one ball of yarn as well, so I've got another massive ball of yarn that I can use for something else, which is really good. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked seeing me make my first sweater.
Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. The basic wear that shit so I don't even bother. I put that on my partner, I put that on my family. Oakland City represent, address me as your majesty. Yeah, you can kiss the ring, but you can never touch the crown. I smoke a million Swisher blunts and I ain't never coming down. You ain't.
Okay, so to start off, you need to make the 2 bra cups, so I'll include a link in my bio with the pattern that I followed for the bra cups, but the basic idea of that is you start off with a chain, and then you work into the 2 halves of it, and then you just expand outwards until you reach like a size that you want. And so the pattern that I followed goes up until this border that's like, I think, half double crochets and chain spaces and whatnot. And then for the border, like these little bumps that I added on, I just worked into each of the chain spaces. You do a single crochet, chain 3, slip stitch into the first of the chains, and then single crochet into the same chain again. And you just keep doing that around the entire perimeter of the bra cups. So after you have the 2 bra cups, you want to basically connect them. So you want to work single crochets into the bottom of the bra cup and then make as many chains as you need for it to wrap around your back. So the two bra cups are here and you need your chains to wrap all the way around so that it'll meet on the other side. So once you hit the other bra cup, you're going to work single crochets into the bottom of that one as well. So then from there, you're working through 3 different types of rows in repetition. So the first type of row is you need to chain 2 and then just work a row of double crochets. And then for the second type, you're going to work basically the same, but you want to do a decrease at the very beginning of the row and also at the very end. So when you're first starting the row, you want to skip the very first stitch and work into the second stitch. And then once you reach the end of the row, you want to skip the second to last stitch and work into the last stitch instead. So those are the first 2 types of rows. And then the third type of row is where you're doing this mesh pattern. So to do that, you want to first chain 4 and then skip your first 2 stitches and double crochet into the third stitch. And then from there, you want to just repeatedly do chain 2, skip 2, double crochet into the third one until you reach the end of the row. So those are the 3 types of rows, and you just repeat that until you reach a length that you desire. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those before I stopped, but you can choose how long you want your top to be. Okay, so the next step is that when you finish off, the 2 edges in the middle won't be that tidy, so you want to just work single crochets along the edge of that so that you'll have an even edge. And then after that, we want to work these little like flower shaped trim things. So for that, you can just start from under one of the bra cups, work down the middle section, and then all the way around the bottom border, and then back around up until the bottom of the other bra cup. So for the flower-like pattern, you want to first start with a single crochet, and then chain 5, single crochet into the same stitch, chain 7, single crochet into the same stitch again, and then chain 5 and single crochet into the same stitch once again. So that'll make like the 3 loops. So this is like the chain 5, the chain 7, and then the chain 5 again. So after that, you want to do a chain 3 and then skip 4 and then slip stitch into the 5th stitch, and then repeat that again all the way around the border. So from there, the last steps are making the 2 straps on top of each of the bra cups, and then making 2 long chains that you want to work into the 2 halves so that you can tie them together later. So I think for these straps, I used around like 50 or 60 chains, and then just went back and worked half double crochets into each of those chains to make it like a thicker strap. But this ties around your neck so you can figure out how long of a chain you want for yourself. And then for the 2 halves under the bra cups, I worked it into like right under where the bra cup ends, and you just want to make 2 chains as well and work half double crochets into those as well, and you can make it as long as you want. So I made it like kind of long so that I could also have the option to thread this into the 2 halves instead of just doing like the loop in the middle. But yeah, you can pick what you want for that. So I also included a link in my bio to like a more in-depth YouTube tutorial that I followed for the band section and like all the cleaning up and edges after that as well. But that was just sort of like a shortened version of the tutorial. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Working on this crochet bag pattern. It has a couple of pockets. It's going to be a crossbody bag. The strap is taking forever. And I'm wondering if I should have just done like a simple back and forth, a single crochet, but now I'm pretty far along on the crossbody. I'm gonna see it through, and then if it doesn't work out, what I think I'm gonna do is cut it here and reattach it and then go with the simpler design. I just think this might be overwhelming, but I also think it might be the best part.